Standard greeting, YouTube viewer, and warm welcome to another episode of the show. Today on Do the Thing, we'll be taking a look at the Legacy Breakdown, our fourth STUNICON car, and we'll go ahead and get into doing the thing. So what we're going to do first is we're going to remove his weapon, because he has weapon storage under the car. I mentioned it in the review, but I love it. And we'll go ahead and take his spoiler off too. Parts forming the spoiler. It is a weapon, and it is more effective than him just holding it in his hand. If you want to, go ahead and watch the review so you can see that. But we'll just leave those off to the side until we get back into car mode. There you have him ready to transform. Now, I did mention that this is going to be slightly different than Wild Rider's transformation probably. I did change the way I do it as I do sometimes, but I'm pretty sure that I started by popping this window up, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So we're going to pop the window up. You can kind of flex this up to get it started. There we go. We'll pop the window up, fold it until it stops, and then we'll go ahead and fold this forward and pull these out to the side. They have various little tabs that sit under and over each other like a puzzle piece when you pull it out. So we'll just leave this all kind of sitting back here in this fashion for now. Go ahead and pull these panels off to the side. They are kind of tabbed in. You've got this circular peg here that's supposed to go in this screw hole on the feet that peg in. And then there are other things holding it into place. You've got this ridge in here, and there's like a lip on here that holds it into place. So we'll pull those out, and then what's different is I'm going to fold the arms up now, get those out of the way, and we'll go ahead and fold the hands out right now, get those ready to go. Then we're going to fold the legs down. On this one, he comes together much better at the roof than Wild Rider. You've got these two little tabs that go up under the roof in the middle that are white, and then there's these two clear tabs kind of here that kind of it sits on, and between those two it sits nice. But we'll go ahead and unfold the legs. The knees are thoopy, like I said in the review, so we'll thoop them all the way out. We're going to go ahead and shut these legs. They're going to close up the same way they closed up in car mode, with those little bumps holding them into place. And then you've got a peg here on the the shin that plugs into this hole in the toe, kind of holding those feet in place. And then we'll go ahead and give his body a 180-degree spin. We can put his arms down. We'll go ahead and finish the backpack off. Now on Wild Rider, this thing, I could get it to the bottom of this pretty easily, but when I do it with this one, it sounds terrible. I don't like that. So with Wild Riders, I'm comfortable moving it all the way down, which kind of helps facilitate the bumper altogether sit in there because of the shape it becomes when it's all plugged together. But because of that and how terrible that sounds on him, I decided to just give him the old spread out backpack. Wild Rider gets the compact one. They're different in that way, and that is the reason I chose what I chose. We'll go ahead and open the chest up, flip out the head, close the chest back up. You have these tabs here that go into these slots there. And then I'm going to spin his head around. You don't have to turn it around, you can transform without it. I like to turn it around and then separate the legs. You've got a tab and a tab, and you've got a slot and a slot. And there you have Breakdown in his robot mode. Go ahead and use my super awesome turntable. We'll give you a 360-degree of Breakdown, and then we'll go ahead and do the thing again, but backwards this time. So we're going to go ahead and just combine his legs, snap those together, go ahead and turn his head around, pull the chest away, fold the head flap in, fold the chest flap in. Again, you've got those tabs and slots there. Going around to the backpack, we're going to go ahead and flare these out to the side so we can fold this up and rest it on there so it'll be ready to transform later. Go ahead and pull his arms up, get them straightened out at the elbow. They do kind of soft kind of friction into the correct space for robot mode. It's not really a tabbing, but there is a spot where it kind of slows down and you got to actually push it into place. Go ahead and rotate his upper body 300 or 180 degrees. We'll fold the feet up, and we have ports and posts where those are supposed to tab into place. It doesn't work perfect, but it is there. Open his legs up. There is a nubbin on this part that goes into a groove on that part of the leg, that groove there. We'll go ahead and fold them at the knees. They are thoopy, so we'll get them all the way thooped around, and you'll see the tail lights revealed. That's how you know you have them in the right spot. Then you've got the under-over tabs here, so we'll go ahead and put them into place nice and secure. Come down to the bottom. We'll fold his hands in on their ratchets. They are ratcheted. I don't think I've mentioned that yet, but his hands are ratcheted. Go ahead and put his arms into place. Fold these shut, and there are little plugs on the top of his heel that go into the screw hole there. Supposedly they're more of a suggestion than anything else, especially in Wild Rider. They did not go in. This one kind of goes in pretty good. This one doesn't. Then we'll go ahead and make sure the doors are right. So there is a tab. Let's open this back up actually so I can show you that. There is a tab here on his arm that is going to sit up in, if I can get it to focus on the leg. There's just too much stuff in the way. There's this groove here below my finger, right there, and that tab is going to sit in it, let it shut, so it'll go back in there. And then there's a little lip down here that this is going to sit over. So we're just going to make sure all of that is in place properly, and then we'll go ahead and do the front. So while it's angled like this, we can go ahead and collapse the front bits into place, and that is just some under-over tabs on the various halves, and it gets lined up like a puzzle piece and clicks together nicely. And you just fold that down, bring this down, and you've got a big old tab that goes into a big old slot in the window, or the hood section I should say. Get that tabbed in, and we just take the spoiler and put it back on from wherever you were hiding it. And with him, we'll go ahead and put his gun back under there. Nice weapon storage. Now you have him in a vehicle, and we'll use my magnificent turntable, give you a 360-degree view of Breakdown's vehicle mode. And that is it. That is our final limb bot, our final car bot of our Stunticon set. And this has been me doing the thing with it. And I'm not really great at outros. So, call to action, engage with video, subscribe, ring bell, and I'll see you guys next time.